Hey folks, it's ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is Io Sweetness. She's in her IS, and this is a Tier 8 game on Paris. Now, this is, of course, the Tier 7 version of the Russian heavy tanks. This is the IS line. It leads up to the IS-7. Unlike the KV line, which is not represented in this game pretty much at all. But later on in the week, this weekend, because it's Friday today, right? Yeah, so this weekend, I believe I'm putting out a KV3 game, so we'll see what the other side of the line looks like. But for now, we only have this thing. This is just a guess. It's a shot completely in the dark. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I get the feeling Sweetness enjoys this tank. Can you maybe see why? Okay. So as a heavy tank, most of the time you go down here. Why she's up here exactly, I don't know. This is not the typical spot for a heavy tank. This is more of a medium tank zone. Now the IS is quite maneuverable, but it's not a sniping tank. So if she's going to try and make shots across the map like this, she's either got to spend a long time aiming or get closer. Okay, this is again an odd move, but I guess she does have the bat chat and scouting support up here, so she can push up a little bit further. Though I do recommend, if you don't know what you're doing in this, like unless you have 5,000 games on your belt, and you're more elite, or you really know what you're doing, you should be down here with the other heavy tanks. But Sweetness is currently actually in a great position because of the fact the enemy did not send anyone into this middle. She's actually going to end up ambushing this KV2 first, and then the rest of the enemy heavies later. Am I not in fixed camera? Yeah, I am. Okay. Nice shot into the KV2. Gets a bunch of damage off. Look at that. See how she's looking around? She's making sure that she's not about to get shot. I don't like this coming out side on in front of the KV2. This was a mistake. She needed to pull out and forward at an angle so that more likely the shot bounces. And yes, it's a heavy tank shell, but it can still heavy tank. Yes, it's an HE shell. It's not going to bounce more than likely, but it can still get absorbed by her tracks. And if she was angled better and not just completely side on, that shot had more chance of just getting absorbed by the tracks and not doing anything, which would have been really nice. Now she's getting shot. Took one shot in the back by the 12T, completely ignores him, and continues to drive towards this IS-3. Now, the IS-3 may be dead by the time we get there. Ooh, we've spotted an OI though. Now that thing's dangerous, but it hasn't realized we're here. Well, it did, but not quite. Not quite in time to turn its gun and fire us. We're going to get a lot closer to it. IS-3 dies. She's going to be reloaded by the time she comes around this corner. Dodges the OI shell. And plants one into a side. Yes! Okay. So I'm going to pause right here to emphasize something. The OIs have a great frontal armor. I wish I could zoom in. Can I zoom in? Where's the OI? There we go. Yes, I can zoom in. So the OIs have this is tier 6. The Oni and the Oho have better frontal armor, of course. So that shot may have actually connected with there and gone in. I don't really know. Oh, what's her pen on this thing? 175. That might go in the front, assuming it's unangled. So I guess that actually probably is the shot she just fired. That was most likely the first shot. But anyways, either way, you want to be shooting for the sides of these things, as the side is only like 30mm thick. You can overmatch that side armor so easily. So as long as you're not shooting at like an impossible angle kind of thing, where it's just like you can only see a millimeter of that side armor, in which case it's better to shoot for the flatter front face. As long as you're not doing that, this side armor is just beautiful. As long as if you're worried about shooting into the tracks, just fire into this top section that's above the tracks, and you will go through like every time. This works on all the Japanese heavies, by the way, not just the OI. it works all the way up the line, because this side armor is just like horribly weak the entire line. And it's all shaped about the same, and it's all in about the same spot, so it should be fairly easy to find. If you don't have to worry about being eaten by tracks, you can shoot into just this entire side, which is num all those shells into goodness and damage. Okay, 1500 damage. Only took the one shot so far. Pulls back out. Unfortunately, OI goes down to somebody else, but look at that. The 12T had followed us, didn't get a second shot off on us, and some of our heavies have diverted to take it out. I don't know if she's going to get another shot this game. Looks like the rest of our team is cleaning up. Our Mio on 5 kills so far. Is the Scorpion going to come up into view? Looks like maybe not. Sorry about the yawn. It is still early in the morning. I'm trying to get all this done so I can spend the day with my wife and daughter. Yay. Scorpion is not... Ooh, is he going to drive out in front of her again? Looks like yes, he stops so we can shoot him. That's nice. I would like to see Sweetness angle the tank a little bit here, so that the Scorpion has a worse ability to pen her. Oh, I've just realized. Does she not have an AHE or Premwood this entire game? I mean, she hasn't needed either, but interesting. At very least, everyone should carry a little bit of HE. The reason why everybody wants some HE is because... Oops, we're just going to pause this before. HE is the best way to reset cap. And so all you have to do is load it in and then fire at the tank. You can fire like straight into its face, and the HE will splash over and damage some component of it, and voila, instant cap reset. You don't really need to aim, you don't need to spend too long out in the open. You can just pop up, fire into the side, the back, the front, whatever. The tracks for, whatever. It doesn't have to do anything. An instant cap reset. The other thing that's really great about HE is if you find a tank that's heavily armored, hold down T29 for instance, an E100 or Moss, other heavily armored tanks, and as long as you're not shooting into the most heavily armored part, and you have a decent caliber gun, of course, you can't do this one like a Panther, but as long as you have a decent caliber gun, you can HE them to death if they're low enough health. So, like, I've seen a 29 health T29 take down 4 or 5 friendly tanks because nobody fired HE into that turret, and they just one at a time walked up to him, and he took them from like half to full health down to dead because they just walked up, sat in front of that gun, and would not fire HE into him, and it just irritates me to no end. Just a little bit of HE, and you can take down heavily armored targets. All you have to do is hit some part of armor. As long as you're not shooting into a gun mantle, you're probably fine. Assuming it's on low enough health. Anyways, this was a great game. Yeah. Okay. Off my soapbox, I swear. Second class master badge. Unfortunately, enough people enjoy this tank also that this is not a first class or a ace tanker, but that's okay. Duelist and fire for effect. Well done, Sweetness. 6 shots in. Again, a little bit of angling. This could have been a better game as far as not taking damage, but honestly, well done overall. Look at that. Top damage on your team. Anytime you can get top damage on your team as not a top tier, that's a good game. And wow. Just looking at the rest of her team. This may have been still a victory had she not been in this game, but it would have been a lot harder than a meal and Super Pershing would have had to carry. And seeing as they're tier 8 tanks, that is good. Look at that. The fact that every single shot she fired hit and penetrate is well done. That means aiming for weaker parts of the tank, the turret on that KV2, for example. Just so much fun to penetrate and do awesome damage to. And of course, triple experience. Awesome. Great job. Wow. Well done, Sweetness. So, thank you all for watching. Please, if you want to support the channel, help us grow. I'm trying to hit 400 by the end of the summer, and then, of course, 500 by Christmas. So, those are goals. And please, 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 if you like the channel, please help us get there, okay? Or you can just leave a like if you don't want to tell your friends about me. I understand. People might be embarrassed. Anyways. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night. This ioEther out.